The battleground is on fire and the campus carry gun bill is dividing students at public universities in Georgia.
I'm for the campus carry just for the simple fact that it'd be more safer per person. I mean, if there were to be some sort of school shooting, I'd feel better with knowing that people that were responsible enough to go out and get a campus carry or get a carry permit and had something in class, if like something actually went down, like worst case scenario, maybe somebody like that can step up and save lives. So that's why I'm for it.
Nathan is in the process of getting a gun permit. If the bill becomes a law, he will carry his gun at Georgia Tech.
Where I grew up, there's a lot of guns, and I always felt safer when somebody was carrying around me that, a family member had something there if something was to happen. I've never had that experience. But I've seen at other schools, Virginia Tech, for example, where that happened and they didn't have any protection, any way to hold it back. And then heard stories of schools in Mississippi where at high school, if somebody tried to do that and the teacher had a gun, was able to stop him. So I just feel much safer knowing that somebody responsible was.
But what if things get out of control? It can get really muddy.
When you mix alcohol with a lot of things, you don't get the best results. It's just arms and alcohol. And I don't know that Tech has a history or Atlanta has a history of like gun violence, but I do feel like if you mix alcohol and like you get mad, and if it's so easy for you to just carry your gun around, like it's easy for that to escalate more.
95% of international students at Georgia Tech are against this bill.
In Turkey, there are some universities with a lot of like violent clashes among different student groups with different political views, which some of them do include guns, some of them don't, and that is an overwhelming issue that the country is struggling with, as well as the bombings that you mentioned that take place on all around the city and country. And I so far assume that I was safe from all of those in Georgia, but obviously with legislation like this, it arises certain questions about whether Georgia Tech or any other campus in Georgia will eventually end up being like that.
If the governor signs a bill, then Georgia would be the 9th state to allow students carrying guns on campuses.